Here we are in northwest Montana, about 6 miles northwest of the town of St. Ignatius, about 30 miles south of Flathead Lake. And we're in the area where glacial Lake Missoula ponded at the peak of the Ice Age. Now, glacial Lake Missoula probably was the second largest flood on Earth. The Genesis flood was number one, but the Genesis flood was about 10,000 times the size of Lake Missoula Flood, which was monstrous, as you will see. Well, we learned several things by studying the Lake Missoula Flood. First of all, we find out by studying the Lake Missoula Flood just how devastating the Genesis flood was, but we have to extrapolate out maybe 10,000 times. Secondly, we can study what this flood did. Since it's the second largest, we can look and see some of the landforms or features it formed, and we can relate these to some features on the surface of the earth formed during the Genesis flood so that we can understand that floods form these features. Another aspect of learning about the Lake Missoula flood is that we find out why mainstream scientists will never accept the Genesis flood, because the evidence for the Lake Missoula flood is obvious all over, and yet they rejected it for 40 years.